Hello, I'm Gordon Morse, your natural English coach, and I'm here to answer your questions about English conversation that you won't see in a textbook or hear in a classroom. So, let's take a look at the question we have for this week. How do you casually tell someone that you don't like something without being rude? Expressing dislike or even hate of something, if it's a food or maybe a style or a person or an object or really anything, can be a little bit tricky in social situations because sometimes it is rude to say something so directly like, I don't like that or I hate that. With family or friends, it's okay usually, but in more formal situations, if you're talking to strangers, if you're talking to your boss, if you're talking to customers or clients, you need to use more indirect language, whether it's in Japanese or English. So we're going to learn some of those less direct ways that will be easier in social situations. So, like I just said, I don't like this, or I hate this. These phrases are usually too direct and they will come off as rude sometimes. The person you are saying them to might get insulted because if you say, oh, I don't like this meal, maybe they'll feel like, oh, you don't like my cooking, right? It can be tricky. So, indirect phrases are the way to go. So, our first phrase is, it's not for me. So, this phrase takes away the blame of why something is bad, right? It just shows you that you don't like it. It doesn't mean that the thing itself is bad necessarily. Here's an example. That cake you made looks lovely, but it's not for me. Sorry. So see how you can still compliment the cake, but also you're showing that, I don't really want to eat it. And that's usually a very polite way of refusing something. Another phrase that I think I've explained here before is not a big fan of something. So for example, that salad looks good, but I'm not a big fan of tomatoes. So in this case, there might be tomatoes or something else you do not like on the salad. And you're telling this person that, I really don't want to eat this because of that thing. But you're not saying, oh, I don't like tomatoes or I hate tomatoes. It's just, I'm not a big fan of them. The third phrase we have is, it's not quite my style or it's not quite my taste. So when we say taste, you might think of food because you taste food, but taste can basically mean anything that you like, whether it's fashion or movies or something else. So, for example, their house seems cozy, but it's not quite my style, right? So in this case, again, you're complimenting something that someone else has, but you're also showing that maybe you don't like it as much, but that's okay. And as always, we end with a practice for you. What do you say when you want to express your dislike of something? When is it okay to say your opinion directly? So do you think you're a person who says what you don't like directly, or do you try to say things in a way that, are less direct and maybe don't hurt people's feelings? So I recommend that you record your answer on your phone or your computer. That way you can listen back to it at a later time and re-record yourself if you hear any errors. So, if you have more questions about English, leave a comment and I can help. Also, if you want to learn more about personal English coaching with me, visit the website below and you can take a completely free natural English assessment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.